Today I'll be going over all the Sith Lord Darth Vader's personal flagships that he used throughout his life. But before we begin, I want to remind you that if you like my content, please leave a like and subscribe, as it motivates me to continue doing what I'm doing, making these fantastic videos for you guys. All the information in this video is from Legends. So let's begin with the Resolute, a Venator-class Star Destroyer used by then Anakin Skywalker during the Clone Wars as his first ever flagship. Admiral Wolf Yularen served as the ship's captain. The ship saw action during the battles of Christophsis, Ryloth, Quell, Camino, and the Second Battle of Geonosis. And finally, during the Battle of Solist, in the middle of the Clone Wars, the ship was destroyed by Asajj Ventress and a squadron of droid tri-fighters, as they destroyed both the Venator's bridges, resulting in the ship being severely compromised and it exploded. After this, Anakin used another, unnamed Venator as his flagship, seeing action during the Battle of Kyros, Cato Neimoidia, and Ringo Vinda. During the Battle of Belderone and the recapture of Tyth, both Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi would use another Venator called the Integrity as their flagship. It was the flagship of the Republic Open Circle Fleet and also served during the Battle of Coruscant in Revenge of the Sith. When Anakin fell and became Darth Vader, and during the very early years of the Empire, he was given an Imperial Star Destroyer, the Executor, which, interestingly, was the second of the class ever built. Vader used it as his flagship when he hunted down fugitive Jedi and clone commando deserters on worlds such as Murkana, as well as using it when Kashyyyk was invaded and the Wookiees subjugated by the Empire. At some point, for some unknown reason, he would swap out the Executor for an unnamed Venator Star Destroyer as his flagship, possibly being the same Venator that was stated earlier that was also unnamed. It had its own meditation chamber for Vader, and he used it as his flagship up until the same year as the Battle of Yavin, being replaced by the Devastator, another Imperial Star Destroyer and one of the most famous and legendary of that class of warship, modified over the years to hold more supplies, weapons, and fighters than the standard stock Star Destroyer. The Devastator actually served as the flagship of many notable Imperials, such as Captain Molchai of Wermis, Colonel Bircher, and Lord Tyon, the latter of which was the owner prior to his death, to which ownership of the Devastator would be transferred to Darth Vader. Devastator was first seen in A New Hope, chasing Leia Organa in the Tantive 4 over Tatooine, and as well during the Star Wars Holiday Special during the Imperial blockade of Kashyyyk. The ship would sadly be destroyed during the Battle of Endor. But before this, Vader abandoned the Devastator in favor of his most famous flagship, the one, the only, the Executor Super Star Destroyer, which needs no introduction, but still love the sound of my own voice, I'll give it one. It was the first Super Star Destroyer ever built and the Empire's premier naval command vessel, practically serving as the Imperial Navy's overall flagship. At a monumental 19 kilometers long and armed with 5,000 weapons, the Executor was a force to be reckoned with. The very mere presence of the Executor in a star system or sector was often enough to frighten it into submission. And keep in mind, the Empire had a dozen Super Star Destroyers at their peak. Maybe I'll make a video about all of them soon if you guys are interested. Let me know in the comments. The Executor completed construction at Fondor shortly after the Battle of Yavin, and was the lead ship of Death Squadron, Vader's personal naval detachment of Star Destroyers of all shapes and sizes that he used to hunt down rebels during the Galactic Civil War. The ship has so much history that it deserves a video all of its own. But it was pivotal in engagements such as the Battle of Hoth, Bespin, Tok Base, and of course Endor, where it was sadly destroyed, which still baffles me to this day how such a thing was possible. And as far as I can tell, that's all of Vader's flagships and legends. Did I miss any? Most likely. And that's where you can help. If I did, let me know in the comments below. But that's all for this video. Have a great day.